everybody, it's your old pal Jesse back with another edition of Gen X Thinks, and today I'm going to hand out 4 pieces of advice from a Gen Xer. Before I get into that, I've heard some suggestions that I should use a filter while shooting these videos so that I'll look better, more pleasing to the people watching the videos. So I ran to the store and got one. Now I'm going to be so dapper that my wife won't even recognize me. What do y'all think? Is it better? The 4 pieces of advice, Gen X wisdom that I have to share with the community at large. Hopefully some younger people will watch this, but if not, maybe some of my fellow Gen Xers can borrow some of my life experience to help them. If you have any advice for the rest of us, please leave it in the comments because I'd love to read it and hopefully apply some of the stuff you've learned to my own life to make it better. Without further ado, number 4, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that goes, I've heard that a lot when I was a kid and talking about cars and dog houses or whatever, a door, leave it alone. Don't mess with it if it's not broken. But that can apply just as much to your life and to society. And I think our government has a big problem with that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't go messing with it. But I see a lot of that throughout society too. Just like Generation X, we accepted everybody. We have thick skin. We don't take everything to heart. We don't try to mold reality to fit our feelings in the moment. And there was nothing wrong with that. I mean, everybody got along well in our generation, within our generation. So that wasn't broken. Nobody had to fix that. They could have kept those traits and trucked on. And I think the world would have been a better place if they had. The younger generations hadn't experienced the internet, and if they could have picked up those traits from us and carried those on into the future. But the internet killed all that. So a lot of radical ideas, weird stuff could be fed right to the younger kids, and without even the parents' knowledge, kids would be getting these crazy ideas and you wouldn't even know about it. That's one thing I've learned. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Don't go screwing with it. Just leave it alone. Keep on keeping on. Keep doing what works. When you find something that doesn't work, then fix that. Something that is causing problems, then fix that. You don't need to go inventing problems. There are plenty of problems in this world that need to be fixed. Number 3, don't believe that shit. Don't believe anything that the government says. Politicians, by nature, have to lie. Because if they tell you the truth, you won't vote for them. It's the nature of the beast. And anyone saying the same things that a politician is saying, they're lying too. So don't believe it. Almost all politicians tell their constituents, the voting population, what they want to hear. And then when they get into office, after they win all those votes, they do something completely different. I remember the first time Obama ran for office, he told us that he was going to pull everyone out of the Middle East, all of our troops back. He won, and in the first 6 months he was in office, he sent 30,000 more troops over there. And back then, I made excuses for him. I was like, well, he just got into office for the first time. He didn't know what was going on. But the fact is he was lying. He knew he was lying, just like all politicians. But that specific instance right there woke me up to that fact. I knew some of them lied, but once I realized that he had done that, it made me question every single politician, and I've paid attention since then. And if you bet when a politician opens his mouth that he's lying, you'll win a lot of money over the years. Don't believe that shit. Don't do it. Number 2, you have to realize that everyone has an agenda. The person squawking to you out of your TV, the person squawking to you out of your tablet, the person squawking to you out of your phone. Me right now, I spent time creating the thumbnail for this video to try to get you to be interested in the video. I had an agenda. Me giving this advice, I have an agenda. hopefully to help people realize things. But also, it's a dual agenda because I want you to watch my video. And at least I'm honest about it. All these people out there telling you these lies or telling you these false things and all the checking all these facts and doing all this stuff, they have an agenda. They're being paid by someone above them. These scientists that tell us these things, they're being paid by people, and they say the things that the people paying them want them to say. There are very few pure scientists anymore out there seeking the truth. They've got all this weird stuff now. They're out there looking for different dimensions and hypothesizing about different universes. How is that helping us on Earth today? Why are they doing it? That's my big question. Why? What is your agenda for trying to prove that there are other universes? You can't ever go there. They can't ever come here. You can't prove that there's another universe because it's not in our universe. So, what's the point? We've got a lot of stuff to fix on this planet. Why not dump some of that money and some of that energy into cleaning up the Great Pacific Garbage Patch? How about we have agendas like that? How about we have agendas like not promoting war? Those are the kind of agendas I can get behind. Once you know the agenda, then you can get behind them with some real feeling and thought behind it. Just jumping behind a movement because of something someone said, it's just not real. It's not real logical. People say a lot of things for a lot of different reasons. And every Gen Xer can tell you we've been told that the world is going to end dozens and dozens of times. It didn't. So why did they tell us that? Why are they telling us that now? This climate change thing. Is it because climate change is real and we need to do something before the world ends? Or is it for another reason like it was the last 54 times they told us? That's what we need to think about. Everyone has an agenda. Every meme you see online, every 30-second TikTok video, every single person on there has an agenda. So if you want to take the time and sacrifice a little convenience to figure out that agenda before you wholeheartedly adopt what they're saying, you'll be a little bit smarter and a little bit wiser and a little bit better prepared for the future. And number one, and maybe the most important thing, definitely the most important thing in my life, because it's changed my life the most for the better. And that was when I learned to forgive. And people hear that and they're like, oh no, that whoever it was that did me wrong doesn't deserve forgiveness. You're probably right. They don't. But they don't need to receive your forgiveness for you to forgive them. I forgave my father years after he died, and it healed me because then once I was able to start forgiving, I was able to let go of the past and the pain that I was dragging along with it. And that's not even the most important thing about learning to forgive. The most important thing is that you can forgive yourself, because we're human. We've done dumb stuff to hurt other people. We're doing dumb stuff to hurt other people, and we're going to do dumb stuff to hurt other people. Hopefully, as you get older, you do less and less dumb stuff and you hurt less and less people because you've learned from all that. But still, all that stuff we've done to hurt people in our past, we carry it along with us. And it's almost like a cancer inside us, and it pops up when we least expect it. And I'm kind of disgusted with myself because I did those things. Figure out how to forgive yourself and let that go. You can let it go. Forgive yourself and move on. The past is the past. Drop it. You're dragging a big heavy suitcase behind you. It's full of nothing but rocks and dead weight. All you have to do is open up your fist and let it go. And your life will change just by learning how to forgive. And you do not have to go to the person and beg for forgiveness. You don't, none of that. It's all done inside you, in your head. But once that switch flicks over, you'll know it. One day you'll wake up and just, hey, I haven't been assaulted with all these memories and thoughts of the past and all this crap for a couple weeks now. I feel really good. So it's worth it to figure out how. Well, I hope you enjoyed this filtered edition of Gen X Thinks, and I'll leave you there. I'd just like to remind you that if you'd like to support the channel by buying me a cup of coffee, I'll put the link in the description, and I appreciate it in advance. Thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. You know I enjoy commenting and visiting with y'all and reminiscing about the past. Tell me what you think about my advice, and please list your own for me. I really like to hear them. I've been asked about t-shirts and stuff, so I'm going to put a link in the description down there for where you can find Gen X t-shirts and stuff. So if you're interested in that, that's there, and some Gen X Thinks t-shirts too, if you're interested in that kind of stuff. As always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one.